What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So with the release of the Shibarium beta, it's bringing up old tweets, old articles, old conversations that were had. And there's a lot of things that I've seen in the comment section to where they're like, you're wrong, Shibarium's going to burn a hell of a lot. And I'm like, I'm not saying that it's not going to burn anything. I'm saying we don't have the information to say we're going to burn that much. If we don't even know what the burn rate's going to be, how are we going to know exactly how much we're going to burn? So there's definitely some conversations and some old tweets that are being brought up. And one of those tweets that are being brought up is surrounding how much we will burn. And I believe this was from who was once known as Shib Queenie, who's now is like Web3 Queenie or something, but Queenie nonetheless. Um, she has said that we would burn over 100 trillion per year with her calculations that are there. So I wanted to kind of dive into that a little bit and talk about where things went wrong with that calculation or those calculations, and why expectations should be a lot lower, because we don't want to sit here and get disappointed with the fact that we have a lower amount than what a lot of people expected. So guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter at Perry8K. You can follow me there. There's also links for different exchanges down below. So my referral links down there. If you want to check that out, feel free to be a part of that. And I have referral links for credit cards if you guys are interested in the Amex Gold card, the Blue Cash Everyday card, just any cards that I do have that I use as my drivers. Anyways, since I do say that a lot, I'm going to keep saying that. That's going to be like my catchphrase or something. We're here to talk about Shiba Inu. Shibarium just released, where you have the beta that dropped recently. And this beta is a test beta. It's not anything to where you'll understand the burn rates and you'll understand all the different fees and stuff that go with it. You'll just have test bone and test Ethereum that you can really use to trade and go back and forth and do whatever you needed to do. See the validators, see how everything's going to be set up and all of that stuff, how people are going to be able to create, become a validator, become a delegator, all the stuff there. We went through it yesterday, not in complete detail, but we did go through it. Probably, let's say 70%, 75% of the platform. I would imagine it's probably a little bit more than that because it is only a test, platform or network. But anyways, we all know that Shiba Inu has basically a 600 trillion coin supply. So the idea is to get this supply down to the lowest it can possibly be, so that we can see the price at the highest spot it could possibly be, or the potential at the highest spot it could possibly be. Well, there's been tons of discussions on how we're going to burn, right? It could be through community burns, right, where we have all the different things that we are creating. It could be through, different businesses, which technically could be community burns as well, because a lot of those businesses are created behind just us as individuals, whether it's the like coffee company or the gaming or YouTube or whatever, right? You have businesses that are able to burn off Terra Luna Classic, as well as wellies and hopefully the game and all of this other stuff that probably should have burned a ton of Shiba Inu. Currently to date, I think we've burned like over 60 billion. I'm still under 70 billion, which is literally a drop in the bucket, probably not even a drop at that point, for the overall supply. It is a decent amount. It's great that we burned anything. It's just, I feel like it took so long to burn that little bit. It's like when you're trying to fill up a bucket with just something that's just dripping every, let's say, week. It has one drop every week. Like that's basically where what we're dealing with here. But a while ago, there was a tweet created by Queenie that said we would burn over 100 trillion per year. And it's kind of resurfaced, right? This article was dated 3/9/23, so basically this month, and it's just resurfacing now because of the launch of Shibarium and everything there. And it goes into the fact that her calculation said that we would be able to burn a ton by having a percentage. Now, first of all, that tweet, if we could find a way to go back to it, that tweet basically said that if we have a certain percentage that's going to be burned per like volume. So it's all based off volume. However, this new method of burning is all based off of transaction. So while you have a transaction, you have a burn, a base or a base fee for bone, and out of that base fee, you will see Shiba Inu that ends up burning. So it's not based on how much is going to be traded. So you could trade 100 million coins or 100 billion coins. You still have a transaction fee, and that transaction fee is what matters. So if the transaction fee is going to be a standard of, let's say, 25 cents, no matter how high that position is going to be, you're going to see 25 cents that you end up seeing in a fee, and then probably 5 cents of that is going to be burned in Shiba Inu. So no matter how much you burn, you're still seeing only a certain amount, or no matter how much you buy or trade or whatever, you're still going to see a certain amount that burns off just based off of the normal gas fee. So there's a difference there between the two, where I think expectations need to be a lot lower, as well as understanding that the calculations were based off of what total volume is. All volume is not going to flow over to Shibarium. I just want to kind of break it to you. All volume is not going to flow over there. So are we going to see $1 billion a day that flows through Shibarium? I mean, it could be possible with the businesses and stuff like that, but from just Shiba Inu, we're not going to see $1 billion that flows over there. We're not going to see $1 billion that flows over from other positions. Now, eventually you can work your way up to that point, but Shibarium is not an on-ramp, so most of the on-ramps are going to happen on Coinbase or on KuCoin or on Crypto.com or whatever platform you have as an on-ramp. Those are going to be the initial buys, and then you may see some swapping that happens on Shibarium itself. But it's kind of all based on like what you have in your wallets. It's creating more of a DEX decentralized side of things, and using those wallets to have lesser fee. But if you're trading on Coinbase, a lot of people are probably just going to stick with trading on Coinbase, as long as they're using Coinbase Advance and paying less fees that are there. Now, it still won't be cheaper than what you have for a transfer over in Shibarium, but it all depends how many coins and how many things you have to offer to trade back and forth. So my opinion is that we're going to see volume that flows over there, maybe 10 to 20% of the overall volume for all of those coins flow over to Shibarium and back and forth, especially in the beginning stages of it. But I don't expect all volume to flow over there. So seeing 111 trillion that they do have here, 111 trillion removed from circulation per year, I don't think that's the case. Right. And I'm not trying to be a fudder or anything. I'm not trying to give you all negative news by saying that. What I'm trying to do is create something that's realistic. I don't want people to get disappointed because it's not burning 111 trillion per year. You understand how much money that is? You understand how much volume needs to flow through Shibarium in order to see that? Not saying that it could not happen. I'm not saying that it physically will not happen. I'm saying that we need to lower expectations because the chances of it happening are really, really low. But burning off coins, it's something that we can see, trillions that could be burned per year, but 100 trillion per year, you would have to have a lot of activity, which we'll see if it does have a lot of activity. If everything that's being built, we see millions and billions of dollars that are flowing through Shibarium, then yes, I'll take that any day of the week, and I'm sure other people will as well. But I just wanted to set expectations and let you know that 111 trillion is a lot. Not saying that it can't happen or it won't happen. It's just a lot. So let's set expectations for the first year of maybe burning a trillion. If we have 111 trillion and we have a trillion here, this is better expectations. And if we burn 2 trillion, 3 trillion, 5 trillion, 10 trillion, whatever, then we end up being happier. And as we go along, we see what could happen. And maybe you'll see a different video to where I'm like, yes, we can burn 111 trillion per year because of this, and this. But based off of what we see right now, it's not showing that we can burn 111 trillion per year. So let's just put on the brakes a little bit and have actual Shibarium launch, then we see what's happening here with all the businesses that are a part of it and everything there. So anyways, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.